What's up, you guys? You're watching Finance Squared. In this video, I'm going to go over how you can grow your wealth with simple changes that anybody can do. How you can consistently grow your wealth. And in addition to that, I'm going to go over all of the secrets and rules of money that few dare speak about. Like I said, you're watching Finance Squared, and I'm Derek West. See, I'm a person who used to have bad money habits way back in the day. You see, I didn't realize any of the money secrets or tactics or smart money secrets and tactics that I'm about to share with you. I had to learn through hard knocks and through a ton of research. So I learned it, and now I'm passing it along to you. First things first, what do I mean by smart money? A lot of people make money. Some people make more than others. But it's not really how much you make, it's how much you keep. And more importantly, how much you grow it and get it to work for you. There are people that make $500,000 a year and are in debt. There are other people who make $50,000, $80,000 a year, save most of it, and are probably underground millionaires. Smart money tactics are about taking the money you do make and getting that money to work for you. It's also about avoiding pitfalls and stumbling blocks that befall the common individual. In addition to that, it's about making 1% improvements daily with your knowledge and implementation of rules and tactics. The key is consistently improving, and consistently improving can have a compounding effect, and that effect can become enormous. So enough fluff, am I right? The first smart money tactic is for you to think about what it is you're trying to do and what you're trying to achieve, and realizing that the thing that you're trying to achieve is actually easier than you think. With that in mind, you need to think about having and earning money as a game. You see, when you learn the rules of a game, when you know the players, when you know who you are and how you are positioned in the game, you know whether or not you're a pawn. Let's hope not. Or maybe you're a knight or a rook, or maybe you're a king, maybe you're a queen. When you know all the maps, in my example chess, the squares on the board. As a matter of fact, the best chess players in the world can see the board and all the pieces on the board and know how their pieces fit with other pieces of their opponents on the board. And that's what makes them so great. They can execute that chess move so very, very fast. That aside, but if you think about other types of maps and other types of games, for example, Fortnite, Rocket League, League of Legends, the maps are different altogether, but knowing them back and forth like the back of your hand will help you be a better player overall. Knowing what you can do, probably more important, what you can't do. Knowing the best practices, knowing the worst practices, and knowing where your skill sets position you are all key to winning at the game, or at least placing in the top 15. So yeah, that's the first smart money tactic. Realizing that money is a game, and mastering the ins and outs of the game is key to winning at the game. The next smart money tactic to realize is that doubles ultimately win the game. Now, I said that money is a game. And the ultimate rule of this game is that if you can consistently double your money, then you'll be rich. It's that simple. However you can do it, doubling your money will lead you from having a little money to having an average net worth. Doubling your money can move you from having an average net worth to being above average in your net worth. Doubling your money can take you to above average net worth to well off, and from well off to wealthy. Figuring out how to double your money can be a little bit more of a trick, however. That said, it's not rocket science. Remember I said learn the rules of the game and what you can do and what you can't. Well, a simple way to double your money is to invest it in growing assets. So that means things like real estate. Now, real estate. Be careful with real estate in the post-Rona environment. Certain real estate is going to fall off of a cliff, and other real estate is going to appreciate. I should do a whole video on that topic. Like and subscribe if that's something you want to see. But aside from real estate, there is the stock market, which is one of my favorite investment vehicles. But there's also just regular business investment. Think starting franchises, starting your own online store, Shopify, Amazon, Etsy, all of which are not as easy as the gurus will tell you, which is a good thing. Which means if you do it right, you can really double your money. Now, if you can double your money consistently, you can make yourself wealthy. Knowing this rule is fundamental to everything else. Next up, the rule of 72. A lot of people think that they can double their money overnight, or 10x or 100x their money overnight. Now, that does happen. People do find tiny stocks that blow up overnight on the stock market. People also win the lottery. Both of those are rare, lucky occurrences, and frankly, 1 in a million. Actually, 1 in 300 million. And you can't really build a strategy to win the game, or at least place, on luck. That's just me being real. So when you see a safe annual return of like 8% on the S&P 500, and you think, well, only 8% over a year, that is gonna take too long. Why would I do that? There's no way I'm gonna get yacht and Lambo money doing that. First things first, yachts and Lambos are terrible ways to spend your money. Yachts more than Lambos, and frankly, if you ever get enough money to buy either, just buy a cash flowing company or an apartment complex instead. You'll thank me later. Remember, I said to learn the rules of the game and to master smart money strategies. And one of the most important rules is the rule of 72. The rule of 72 simply states that taking the number 72 and dividing it by the proposed rate of return is the amount of time it will take to double your money. So going back to the S&P 500 example, at 8% per year on average, by the way, which is a conservative estimate, and you invest $100 today, that means you will have $200 in 9 years, which is 72 divided by 8. That doesn't seem like a lot, but remember the power of a double. If you double $1,000 10 times, you will have $1 million. 1,024,000 to be exact. Now, 10 times 9 is equal to 90, which means if you invest in the S&P 500 index one time over 90 years, and you put $1,000 down that one time, you will be a millionaire in 90 years without doing anything else, by the way, which is true passive income. Again, that is a long time. And just investing $1,000 one time in the S&P 500 is the wrong thing to do. You want to invest consistently. You see, if you invest $1,000 every month, which is better than investing one time, or every week, which is much better than investing $1,000 one time, or even better, every day, then at 8%, you will still double your money every 9 years, but you will do it 12, 52, or 365 times. And that's every year. You do that consistently, and oh man, you're talking about oodles and oodles of cash. Not just $1 million after 90 years. You cut the cycle to get to $1 million down significantly. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do a video in the near future on how to make $1 million in 10 years or less. Stay tuned, like and subscribe so you're there when it drops. But the power of consistency over time, plus doubling your money, is immense. Do not sleep on this. Now, smart money tactics aren't all about big things you can do and big concepts that you need to understand. Smart money tactics are about making simple changes to your life. Simple things that can lead to great successes. For example, you can make a few simple changes to habits that you already have accrued to begin saving tens, maybe hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars on things you already purchased. As an example, credit cards. Credit cards can become a massive burden for a lot of people. Quite a few people get credit cards and almost treat them like extra income. When the bill comes due, they pay the bare minimum, which is encouraged by the credit card companies, unfortunately, which in turn gets them into an enormous cycle of debt. However, if you simply pay the full amount of your credit card bill each month, then you can turn a burden into a blessing. What was a lead weight into bulging biceps. Gratuitous bicep flex there. At that point, you will be able to take advantage of all the cashback rewards, airline miles, and other cool perks that save you money and thus add to your wealth. Not to mention the fact that you're adding to your credit worthiness, a mark that allows you to borrow more money over time, which in turn means you can leverage that ability to borrow money if you do it wisely, build your wealth even further through investing in net worth building assets such as things like a house. But a key part of that is understanding that you should be using your credit cards as your main spending vehicle. That is, use it for groceries, gasoline, your bills, even dining out, but all within reason. Never use your credit cards to buy extra things or consumer goods that you wouldn't have been able to afford in the first place. That way leads to damnation. You see, a key to using credit cards wisely is to stay well under your monthly limit for spending and to stay within what you are comfortable paying every month and no more already. As a quick aside, if you're already spending way more than your means, you need to cut back somehow or grow your income to stay within your means and then transfer all those payments to a credit card if this is something you want to do. Now, there are credit cards out there for all sorts of people to build their wealth and prestige while remaining responsible and upstanding adults. Another shameless plug, I have a video coming out about that very topic in the near future. So be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell for all videos so that you get the latest and greatest when they drop. And while you're in the engaging mood, you might as well gently caress that like button for the YouTube algorithm. You know you want to. So the next steps you should take is to take a look at some of the videos on the screen right now. In that playlist, there's a great set of videos for growing your knowledge and your wealth. So folks, I think I'm over time here a little bit. I'm gonna get out of here. Be sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell for more great videos from Finance Squared. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.